Well, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. No fancy intro where I say something snarky at the beginning of this one. Just a beautiful evening here, a cool summer evening after a very, very hot summer day. You know, we're in the summer bear market. We're in the beginning of summer, and the summer has historically been a very, very negative time for TCGs, where markets don't really move and the interest in them are just kind of low. You know, YouTube videos aren't going to get as many views lately. You're going to see the market kind of just sitting on a lot of stuff. You're going to see sales that you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that sold for that low. I would have seen it. People just are not as involved in the summer because you've got all the different things going on, vacations, and kids are out of school, and all the things that we do in our life. And so right now I want to talk today about some ways that you can creatively stay engaged with the TCG hobby through this kind of summer lull. You know, when you're outside and it's just a beautiful day. I honestly, I had to get out of the house today. I was gonna make a video today, and I was just like in the basement. I was like, man, I'm not feeling this. And I was like, why am I not feeling this? And I was like, that's a perfect video. Why are we not feeling this? It's because there's so much else going on in the world. The days are longer, nighttime, you know, it gets dark later, so you're out more with your family. Oh, speaking of nighttime, that was perfect. Let me start the motion detected lights there. And this has already started. People are already this early into summer not paying attention to the TCG world anymore right now because summer has started. And so, you know, a lot of content creators, they'll tell you to buy right now. That's how you stay engaged. It's the best time to buy. And there's a lot of truth to that. If you're an investor in TCGs, sure, there's a lot of truth to that. There's some deals to be had if you believe in that. But oftentimes in TCGs, whenever things get kind of like, you know, whenever your play group can't get together, have you ever noticed this? Like, you're playing a game and then your play group misses a week or two, and so then you find yourself buying more of that game because we have this innate ability in our minds whenever we're not able to. This is what happened in the pandemic, right? We weren't able to get together, so what did we do? We just purchased, we bought, because then at least you're engaging with your hobby. You're just doing so by purchasing rather than playing. And so I know that I know that this is a great time to buy, and I'm not downplaying that. If you are looking to purchase things, certainly in this market, things are cheaper than they were 2 or 3 or 4 months ago. But here are 3 other creative ideas for you to engage in the hobby this summer that maybe don't take as much energy, or that maybe it requires else time in the year. Number 1, find a new night or find some new group of people to commit to. And I know it's hard in the summer, but maybe it's a monthly thing where you just say, hey, we're gonna schedule this ahead of time. We're not gonna wait to see if it happens, but let's go ahead and schedule. Oh my gosh, this is the worst content ever. Let's go ahead and schedule if we can play together on this certain day of the month, so that we connect and we're actually engaging and playing the hobby. Sometimes it just takes a little bit more planning in the summer because of everybody's schedule. So maybe for you and your play group, you can be the person that organizes that and that kind of initiates that. But 2 other kind of, you know, maybe better things or more easily accomplishable things. Number 1 is to find a new collection. Find something that you don't currently collect. Maybe it's the same game, you know, maybe it's just a different part of the game that you already collect, but find a new part of that game to start collecting. It doesn't have to be an expensive investment. It can be just a different version of the cards, a different, you know, maybe you've never set collected. Maybe this whole time you've had all these binders or all these cards sitting around in bins. Maybe summer is just a really good time for you to sit down and finish your sets and see if you can actually put together and do some set collecting in whatever game that you're interested in. But here's my biggest challenge for you. I think this is a cool one. You're gonna be traveling, you're gonna be going on vacation, you're gonna be here, there, and everywhere. The nights are longer. What if you found a new LGS, a new place just to stop in to say hello? Maybe it's not in your area. Maybe it's when you go on vacation to this beach or that beach, or when you go here or there, that you just look up an LGS and that you just pop in the shop and just say, hey, like, tell me about your store. And you just get to know somebody else in the industry and ask them questions. And man, I wish I could do that. Like, I think that's gonna be my challenge this year. Maybe we'll do a video on it where whenever I go on vacation with my family, just to sit down with a different LGS owner that you guys are gonna see me dancing lots of days. Just to sit down with a different LGS owner that I've never met and just ask about the card game industry and whatever. You know, when the industry gets boring, when you have different sets that are, you know, when life gets boring in the TCG world, sometimes you just gotta hit the refresh button. Sometimes you just gotta take a step back. And as, you know, content creator, it's hard to figure out how to do that on a channel without really changing radically the direction of the channel. But I feel that, like, I feel like the interest level in a lot of stuff is just low right now. And so maybe just popping in and out to find a couple of new things to enjoy, a couple of new things to top in. You know, we also have a lot of pre-releases happening this year. At the beginning of the year, we have, you know, Flesh and Blood's Uprising sets coming out in a couple weeks. You got Magic the Gathering's got Commander Legends and Double Masters in a few weeks, and there's a lot of new stuff. UFO from Metazoo. There is a lot of new ways to hop in. So maybe one of these things is to really enjoy those pre-releases in a deeper way than maybe you have before. But here's the challenge to you. It's really easy to just pull out your credit card. It's really easy to just get online and start buying. And don't get me wrong, like, I'm an online retailer, cavitydansmarket.com. Go buy my stuff. Like, that would be great. But there's better ways to engage in the hobby than just by buying. And there's deeper ways to engage in the hobby, but just by buying. I assume you're a lot like me. I assume that somewhere in your house, there's this like pile of stuff that you just gotta go through. Or maybe it's a game that you promise yourself, I'm gonna buy this game and I'm gonna learn it, and you just haven't. Maybe this summer, pick up a new way to engage in the hobby than just spending money, and evaluate that for a while. Maybe it gives you a different attitude towards the hobby or something like that. Anyway, I don't know, I'm just rambling. It's a beautiful night outside. I hope you guys are having yourself a good start to the summer. I hope let me know in the comment section what pre-release and what new set are you most excited for. I know the Flesh and Blood community is really stoked to see, you know, what's going to happen with Fab 2.0 and Uprising and the first kind of wave of this new attitude towards product. And I know that's going to be super exciting. I know Metazoo, the UFO set, it's exciting, and there's a lot of things behind the scenes too, where the distribution's a little different with these partner stores and not getting product directly, you know, from distribution, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of interesting ideals with that. Magic, though, has just, I mean, if you want my prediction for the summer, I guess I'll give you this prediction for the summer. If these Magic sets are good, it's gonna be rough for the market for the rest of the games. I mean, Pokemon will be fine, but if these Magic sets are good, and Commander Legends is looking, I don't know, pre-releases this week, and we'll see what the local community thinks. But online, the community just seems kind of bored with Commander Legends. But Double Masters could be super good. If these sets are really good, it's going to be an issue, because they're coming off of Kamigawa. New Capenna was pretty good. It's going to be a big issue for new TCGs. But if the Magic sets bomb, you've got some really good sets coming out. I mean, Uprising looks like it's gonna be sweet. UFO looks like it's gonna be sweet. You've got some really good stuff picking up steam, that if those Magic sets, I guess my summer prediction is that everything rides on these Magic sets. You're either betting for or betting against Magic in terms of if you're investing or playing, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. You got new games coming out too. Everything's gonna start shipping. Cryptic's gonna start shipping, you know, kind of late summer. I think, you know, I don't think we'll get Sorcery this summer yet. Maybe late summer too. So it'll be really interesting to see leading into the fall then where things are and how we are in the industry. You know, this time last year was kind of the start of the dip of the alternative TCG market, and I guess some of the some of the Pokemon and Magic are down, but this was really the start of the dip. It was a long dip for the alternative TCG market. It'd be interesting to see how this summer affects it. It's gonna be a big summer. I hope you guys will join me along the ride and be here with me. We'll go through it together. We'll figure it out together, but find some better ways to enjoy the hobby rather than just spending money. Anyway, sorry for the long rant. Hope you have yourself a fantastic day. Remember to be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video.